Your mama had you when you was 20 years old. Now she's 46. You've watched her this whole time. So now you're 20 years old. And so now it's on you. It's not on your grandparents. It's not on your great-grandparents. It's not on your auntie and your uncle. It's on you now to move this generation into the land of milk and honey. And what is this land of milk and honey? The land that God has promised you. The land that God has promised your grandmothers, your grandparents, your cousins and your uncles. The land that they did not get an opportunity to see. Because you see, God said anybody that's 20 years and older will not make it into the land of milk and honey. So just like Aaron, you had a special birthright as well. Because you see, Aaron was Moses' older brother. And if you go back and look, Pharaoh issued a decree that all males at the age of 2 and above should have been killed. I asked the question, I said, Holy Spirit, how is it Aaron was able to live if Moses had to be swooned off and had to be saved? He said, well, go back and look. I went back and looked, and it said that king issued that decree before Aaron got to the age that he was supposed to be killed. So I come to tell you today, fear not, because the decree was issued after you were born. So God is coming to tell you 3 times in one chapter, right about 6 verses, he told you to fear not 3 times. Because he's with you. So I come charging you today, not to be scared of anything that you are going to come up against. Because God set this day forth for you to do it. And if you look around, the only reason why it's so small, the number is so small, because the Bible says that the harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. So I want you to consider yourself as a laborer. I want you to consider yourself as a plowmaker and a waymaker. Because God has chosen you, Joshua. Yes, you may be a female, but your name today is Joshua. And why is your name Joshua today? Because you've watched the Moseses of your generation not make it into the promised land that God has promised them to make it into. Because God knows, and he sees that there has to be something new in order for this thing to become whole. The next step you're about to take is going to be a step that nobody has ever taken before. The earth up under you are literally going to start conforming to your footprint. Because you'll be the first person to take this bold step. And God is re-encouraging you and encouraging you 3 times in the book of Joshua, chapter 1, to not be afraid. Because he's there. And not only not to be afraid because he's there, but don't worry about failure. Because it says right here that if you be careful to do everything that he told you to do, that you will be prosperous and successful. So why do you need to participate yourself in this rivalry? Why do you need to go and make twerk videos just to get your Instagram followers up?
1 minute.
So with that being said, I want you to look around. Every young person in this room, I want you to look at the back wall. Look at all the people that you have behind you. You see all these people that you have behind you? That right there should tell you that you have a support system.
Amen.
Not only do that tell you that you have a support system, but that tells you no matter what you need, all you got to do is ask for it. Because they wouldn't be here on this Saturday if they weren't here to support you. So what we finna do next, I want everybody to come up. I want all the youth to get into a circle right here. I want you all to lock hands and form a circle down the aisle. And I want all my parents, all my adults, I want you guys to surround me.